What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we will be reacting to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
All right. Hello.
You told me to
What?
wave. Yeah, I did.
All right. Are
Hi.
you? Hello. How are you?
What do you say?
Okay. I said, how are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Do you have the TV on, or is this on another something else?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you need to only have on the call so we don't get background looping.
Okay. Is that
All right.
better?
Sure, I think so. And is it just me, or is there other people in the room?
It's just me.
All right. So, uh, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. So, why do you think I hate women or black women?
Well, for one, the show that you had with other races of women, where they were kind of like critiquing, like, and talking about how they felt about black women and like why they, what their issues and stuff were. I felt like to me that kind of you were kind of like putting other races of women on like this pedestal and like inviting them to talk about
What was the title of the
black women.
show?
Huh?
What was the title of the show?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
If it,
just talking about what I saw from the
well,
show. I
what, but
don't
I'm saying, what was the title of the show? Because if that was the show title,
I don't know what the title of the show.
Yeah, shocker. Of course she doesn't know. And of course she's just coming in here spewing out feelings. So she can't give you no evidence. She's just throwing out a random allegation and then also on top of that saying, well, this is what I feel like you were doing. No, tell us what you know.
Is.
all
I'm
right.
just
So it's
telling
been
you.
recent. It's been recently. It's been within the last several months.
Yes.
How long have you been watching my platform?
Um. Mm, maybe close to a year.
hmm Close to a year. Have you ever seen me allow non-black women to come in and freely check or discuss black women?
Not since no, not. I mean, the episode I saw or
Hmm.
video I saw
Have
that
you
was
ever seen non-black women come into my show attempting to criticize, chastise, or check black women?
non-black women.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm. Then I don't think you've been watching it hard enough. Because oftentimes when non-black women come in, I will check that shit down immediately, and even my critics and detractors will tell you that. I don't allow non-black women to come in here and talk about black women. Never have. The one show in particular you're talking about, as we were talking about interracial dating, and that was an open platform regarding that topic. But what you're saying, ma'am, I have at least 8 shows out there where this has happened. So if you've been watching me for a year, I don't see how you saw that show, but you didn't see any other stuff.
Okay, so that show particularly from what I saw from it, because I watching the whole thing kind of made me upset, so I didn't even watch the whole thing.
Okay, but that's okay. Okay, so first of all, can anybody critique you, or can only black women critique you? Let's talk about that. Because let's just grant the argument. Let's just grant the argument. Let's just say, for the sake of what you're saying, that I allowed non-black women to come in and discuss. What were they discussing?
Um, well, I saw it was women who weren't black, and they were uh just talking about like why they felt or what they felt like black women were lacking as far as being like partners in relationships.
Uh huh.
Wait, hold on. Okay, as Kevin said, let's give her the argument. Let's grant that. So you think that's a problem? Is that really a problem? If another race of woman is telling you something to that effect, that's a problem for you? But when a black man tells you that exact thing, you want to scream and get mad at him and give him plights and arguments. So who are you going to take the criticism from?
And the qualities that they felt that they like lacked, or um, it was just negative. It was just like a lot of negative
Okay, hold
qualities.
on, but no, 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 no. I want to make sure we have the right show because you're saying that they were discussing their interactions with black women and what black
No, I
women
didn't.
were lacking. Okay, so what you can't do is you can't just come in and say something blanket like that and not have specifics. What you're telling me is you saw non-black women on the show talking about black women and you felt some kind of way, but you can't tell me what they said.
I just, I mean, okay. I just said that they were talking. I didn't say about their experiences with black women. I was talking about they were talking about what they felt black women lacked as far as being like partners, and what they felt like why black
Mm-hmm.
women weren't married or something like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
why it was
And that was the show topic.
okay.
That was the topic of the show. That's why they were there.
I
We've
thought you said it
also
was interracial.
that it was a the show was about why non black women are coming or trying to be more attracted towards black men. But see, I'm interested though because you said you watched me for a year. Then if you watched me for a year, you had to have seen me talk to white women, non-black women, with the same level I've talked to black women. Yes
I
or
don't
no?
watch each and every one of your shows, but I've never seen. Well, most of the time, whenever I see callers, it's mostly black women, anyways. I've never really seen you speak to a bunch of like non-black women before. Before that show that I
So
saw.
you never seen me? Okay. So now you're being okay. Now I'm no disrespect, but you're being disingenuous. So you watch my show for a year, and over the course of a year, I've had at least 4 videos to go viral with talking to white women. 2 are up on World Star right now, both with over 1 million views. So whether you watch my show or not, these things went viral.
Look, if she claims she watched for a year, she's definitely seen them. And of course, me reviewing Kevin Samuel's content, I've seen a lot of them. So again, she's being just disingenuous.
And I give them the same thing I give everybody. See, what you're trying to do, young lady, is part of the issue. You don't have all the information. You just see you see something that you didn't like the way it felt. But was what was being discussed accurate?
You said, was it accurate?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think it was. I don't think it was completely accurate. But
And then
even
tell
if
me what
it
was in.
was,
Tell me what was inaccurate.
just some of the. I mean, I don't know any of the like specifics of like the women were saying like off the top of my head, but some of the
Okay.
specifics
So
like
you
things that they
don't
were
know of
saying
any
about black.
specific. So you're going to say it's not accurate, but you can't give me any specifics, ma'am. Do you not make room for the fact you just saw a black man talking with non-black women on the show, and they were talking about what you perceive about black women, and they were saying about their interactions, dealings with black women in their life, in their work world,
Do you
or
have like a
hold on. And you're not backing any of this up. I'm trying to get you to say what the issue was, but it really gets down to the fact that I just saw you talking to some white women. And I didn't like what I felt like they were saying, but you can't even say what they said.
okay? Well, even okay, even if the things they let's just I like so I can't give you specifics on what they said, but let's just say that what they were saying was accurate. Do
Mm-hmm.
you not feel a little still by inviting other women, non women of color to say things about black women? Do you still, even if what they're saying is true, do you not still feel like something should be kept within the realm of like black people speaking about these things, or
No,
especially in other? Okay.
no, because I've done that. See, that's the thing. And what I want you folks to understand is even at what I've done, if you watch my show, you know for a fact There have been multiple times non-black women have called into my show and try to talk about black women, and I shut that shit down with prejudice, harshly, and tell them you don't get free reign to come over here and talk about black women. That's in-house stuff. Go in the chat room. People will tell you that happens all the time. But the one show where we talked about why non-black women are starting to check for black men and their interactions with black women in the dating market. And it's like, well, yes. What it really seems to me, young lady, is black women don't want to be a. We're supposed to keep it in the house. No one is supposed to say nothing.
That's not what I said.
Well, then what do you think's supposed to happen? Because I got news for you. Other people, non-black people interact with non-black, non-men. I mean, women interact with y'all too, and they're saying some of the same things that black men are saying.
I just think that it kind of contradicts itself whenever you say that you say that you're an advocate for black women,
No, it doesn't
and then you
contradict
can do
itself when you have
something.
a battery of work. No, ma'am. See that? Now that's bullshit. This whole if it's not 100%, it's nothing. That's fucking bullshit. Now I've been as nice as possible, but I can tell you I've had plenty of shows where I've done black, 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 and this is it. It's either absolute value, it's all or none, and you can't even tell me what you're talking about. You can't even tell me one thing that was said that you object to. One statement. Do you think that's a fair argument?
Do you feel that me as a black woman, if
Do
I
you
were
think? No, I
to,
asked you a question. You don't respond to a question with a question. You answer the question first, and I respond to yours.
okay, can you reword the question again? Say it again.
Do you think
What's your question?
you can't even say what the issue was? You can't even give me a specific as to what you object to. Do you think a non-specific, unverified, nebulous concept is a fair argument?
She's not even listening. She's not. She's coming in here, she's feeling a certain way, and her feelings are overcrowding her right now. She's not even listening. She doesn't care.
The question that you posed was,
Are
why
they
do I think that
taking
you hate?
the show aired the show you're talking about July 17th? Are white women taking good high value men? Is a show you talked about.
Hmm. And you
Black
want me
women
to
and
go watch the video from July and tell you
well,
the specifics that they said?
I want you to know what you're talking about. See, what you did, young lady, is you, first of all the work I've done, you said you've been watching for a year, and what you're telling me is all the work I've done over the year, especially when non-black women will come in here and try to tell me, well, let me tell you what I think about black women, or this or that, and I shut that shit down. In the comment section, I want you guys to remark how many times you've seen me do this. Black women, I want you to remark how many times you've seen me shut down white women, especially that one Jewish woman that came in. I damn near had to have a lawsuit behind this shit. And all that.
Okay,
No. And then one show where it's talking about, and the title was, Are White Women Taking All the Good High Value Men? And I had to take that out of the title because of the algorithm. That's what the show was about, because black women often say all the high value men are going with white women. That's what the show was about.
okay. Were white women bashing black women on that show?
No. First of
Okay.
all, what is bash?
Bashing, were they saying negative things about black
Were
women
they
on the show?
saying no? See, bash and true can't be the same. That's one of the problems we have today with so many modern women. You guys play slick and loose with language. Is the truth bashing?
So everything they were saying
Is the
was
truth
facts.
bash? No, no. See, what you did, and answering a question with a question is disingenuous. See how
No, I
this is?
don't think that the truth is equal to bashing.
Well,
No.
then why would you? So is what they were saying true?
I don't think that everything they said was true.
I didn't say everything they said was. You notice how? See, here it goes, guys. See, here it goes. When you hold them to a standard, I said what they were saying true. I don't know whether everything. Did I say everything? Why don't you just admit you don't know what you're talking about and you were wrong? How come you just can't admit, you know what, I was mistaken, sir? I didn't see what I thought I saw. I got in my feelings when I saw some white women up there saying some stuff. I didn't even listen to the whole broadcast. I really don't watch your show like that. Why can't you just do that? You're 21 years
I,
old, and you 21 years old, and you've already proven that you don't watch the show. You don't have enough data
I
to
didn't say
make.
I watch every single
I didn't
show.
say you watch. I didn't say you watch every single thing, but you don't even you don't watch enough show to have enough information to even sustain the point you decided to make.
Okay.
So how come why not just say, sir, I was mistaken. I was wrong. I saw non-black women up there. I didn't like what I thought I heard, and it made me feel some kind of way, so I disconnected.
Look, even with all those facts, she would never admit that she's wrong because I guarantee you she doesn't feel like she's wrong. Trust me.
Because
I
that's
know what
what
I
happened.
heard from the show. I mean, I
Then
know what
what
I
did
heard
you
from the show.
hear?
Not, I never.
Then what did you hear that made you want to stop watching the
One, like I said, it was the fact that you invited non-black
No,
women
ma'am.
to
You
be on.
know what you no. You know what you heard. That's what you just said. What did you hear that made you want to stop watching that particular show?
I heard non-black women talking about qualities that they feel that black women have that make them unsuitable for marriage. And I don't feel that as white women they have a
Hold
right to
on,
speak
hold
on
on, hold
black women.
on, hold on, hold on. Which woman said that?
I don't.
See, you can't say that,
I can
man,
go
because
back and
no, you need to because now you're just making stuff up, and that's what everybody is
okay,
seeing. You did not watch, you did not look, and you're not thorough, and now you want me to, and now you're questioning me about why I did something that you're saying I did. I did not do that. Gentlemen, stop letting women do this to you. If they're going to say you do something, hold them to it. Because they will play slick and loose with stuff and try to get you to admit to stuff you did not do. Young lady, you're wrong. But let's just say you are right. Let's just say you are right. Let's just do that. Let's just say you are right. Let's say I had white women, not non-black, white women come over, and white women saying some things that they felt that black women were doing incorrectly or could be doing better to get a better outcome with the kind of black men black women said they want. Okay? Are we clear on that point?
okay, yeah.
What's wrong with that?
I feel that some things need to just be kept um within our within our culture,
Mm-hmm.
within our race. Like, and
Okay.
it's
Did you
like
go to college?
me.
Did you go to college?
I'm in college right now.
What school do you attend?
Uh, I go to the University of South Alabama.
So is that an HBCU?
No,
Okay. Well, then how can you go learn from white people?
go and learn.
How come you can't? No. Education. These things need to be done. So we need to keep stuff that's important. So why are you gonna go learn from white people? You could have easily went to Tuskegee. Don't they offer their degree program? I mean, there's some HBCU you can be taught by black people how to do something. See, that's my point. If somebody has knowledge to help you get an outcome that you want, and they can prove that they can get a different outcome, or you can see that they're getting a different outcome, is it more important who's telling you, or does the person need to look like you too? And you ain't even doing that in your life. I think what you're saying is foolish, young lady. If
How do
if because that is how human beings learn, from comparison. If black women are getting married at a rate of 1 out of 4, okay, that's just the facts. 1 out of 4. And that's still factoring in the baby boomers. When the baby boomers die out, you're going to see a marital rate in the black community drop to around the teens. Black women are not getting married. The next lowest group of women to marry is white women at 54%. So if marriage is the outcome, other races of women are getting demonstratable, provable, higher outcomes in marriages. Why would you go to people who are not demonstrating and prove that they can do it when you can see of people over here that are doing it? What's wrong with hearing what they're doing and taking the meat and spit out the bones? Or you just offended at the fact that they got something to say? We can't be that ignorant. That's why I said, if that's how you believe, then you should only go to black teachers and black schools and black pastors and black restaurants. All that should be kept blackity black, 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 black. Does that logic not follow?
I think in terms of like constructive criticism that you give to someone of a different race about something, especially like
Does that
relationships,
logic
and that
not follow, young lady? Before you move, does that logic not
no,
follow? It doesn't.
no,
So you
no.
so I want to be clear. If somebody has constructive criticism for you, you almost so this is this virtual representation thing. This is why there's some people who believe that men shouldn't talk to women should only talk to men. And you can and divorced people should only give advice, and only married people. This never ends. This never ends. If you got to have actual representation, that never ends. It's a philosophical conundrum. It never ends because you could always divide the next thing by half. Young lady, you 21 years old, I'm going to make a suggestion. You need to open your ears because there are plenty of people who have things to teach you that may not look like you. Put your feelings away if you're going to get a better outcome. If you're going to block your ears because of what you perceive and your perception is clouded by your emotions, you will suffer the consequences. But you can't say I hate black women because I had a show on asking white women, are they taking all the good high value men, when black women complain and say all the good high value men are taken by white women. You do hear that, right?
Yeah, I do hear
All
it on
right.
your show.
All right, then. Then you need to ask the women who are taking your high value men why they're getting them and you're not. If they're getting them and you're not, why are you going to ask the women who ain't getting them?
There are black women who are in successful
No,
marriages,
no, that's
relationships.
not what that is not what I asked. You stop. You hear black women often saying, when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. This is a
Mhm.
popular trope. We're not talking about the black men who are with black women. That is a popular trope. That is something that black women lament over and over. You've already established that. Then it only makes sense to go to the person who's taking what you want and ask them, what are you doing to get what I want? You don't go to the people who already got it. You go to because let y'all tell it, they know better.
Were the women speaking?
All right,
Were the
enough.
Oh man, she's just combative, and if this continues to go on, it'll just go on every day, all day, the whole time. Foolishness. But guys, please share this video. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.